Welcome back, foolish mortals, to D&D Talk Wrestling episode 39. To continue on with our spooky season of events, this episode is going to be it's a pretty original idea, I think.
I'm so glad we thought of it. Well, you thought of it? I don't even remember who thought of it.
It doesn't. We
thought
it comes from
we as DDTW thought.
Yes.
You know what? Skelly thought of it.
Yeah, it was Skelly's idea.
We'll give Skelly the credit.
He talks to me sometimes. What?
Nothing.
I mean, he does. Right now, he's just tired.
He's just chilling.
Yeah, kind of.
He's bone tired. He's bone tired.
Yeah, he's dead tired. You better stop talking shit. He's gonna have a bone to pick with you.
You know how he likes his wings?
Huh.
Bone in and skinless.
You know why he's wearing a shirt?
Why?
Because he's drafty.
Speaking of drafts, no, that's not what we're doing.
No,
we're so dumb.
We really are. This week's episode is going to be what we consider a Monster Mayhem tournament. Now, you might be asking yourself, what is a Monster Mayhem tournament?
What is a Monster Mayhem tournament?
I'm glad you asked.
Okay.
So, anybody is familiar with any type of bracket. King of the Ring for your wrestling fans. Anybody that likes sports. March Madness.
March Madness.
So, we decided to compile a list of 32 of the most famous movie characters, movie, anything.
I think mostly. Well, no, there's a couple shows. So
horror
basically
characters.
horror villains, horror characters,
and we put them into our guest star of today, Gemini.
We got a lot of guest stars today. Shit.
Yeah, Skelly, Gemini, the Candle, my water without a lid because I might spill it.
You'd spill it with a lid, so it's not like it matters.
You're right. So what we did is we put all the names into Gemini, completely randomized them, and they set them up into a tournament format. So what we're going to have is we start with 32. We're going to have them go against each other. We are not going to decide.
Oh, the Sinister 16.
We're thinking of more names right now?
I was just trying to think of like Sweet 16, Elite 8, Sinister 16 I like. I don't know about it. I don't know. The Evil 8?
Yeah, maybe. Look at that.
And literally the Furious 4. Final 4 still works. But
we're evolving right before your eyes.
Right before your eyes.
We're like Pokemon, but not as cute.
That comes out tomorrow, by the way. Today, maybe. I don't know what day you're seeing this.
It comes out in the proximity of this video.
Yeah, sometime around now.
Yeah. So, we made a list, 32 different characters. We put them into there. They completely randomized the list.
We didn't look at the list. I scrolled quick to see how it looked. We read the first one and I was like, no, because even right now I'm up more on the screen because I don't want to see any of the matches.
So when we explain what the match is going to be, we'll give our thoughts on it, and then we're not going to choose the winner. That is going to be completely
you're right. Go ahead.
Left up to AI. So we're going to type in who would win the match. They're going to give
because we tested this
out,
last week a couple different times, yeah.
And they give a long rundown.
I don't know if I'll read the whole thing or not.
But at the end, they give a quick synopsis of what happened,
right,
in a finish. So we'll just give you that part. So yeah, this is just solely based on whatever the internet knows about these characters, and I think there's a lot of chance, a lot randomness.
I am going to put because. When we were testing out, I put who would win in a match, but then I put in who would win in a wrestling match. I think I'm going to put who would win in a wrestling match. Because when we tested it out, we tested like Freddy versus Jason, and it was like, well, if it was in the dream state, if it was this, it was that. I think I might put who would just win in a straight up wrestling match.
Oh, it's going to be a wrestling match. This is like Celebrity Deathmatch on steroids.
I used to love that show.
Me too.
That show. The game was dumb, but the show was
just not
awesome.
good with clay, or we would have done it with that.
Oh my God. We'd have to start this 2 years ago.
And we'd be done with like one character.
Right.
So yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna have 32. We are going to for this week's episode, we are going to do the first round, and then we are going to do the Sinister 16.
That is the first round.
Well, yeah, you're right.
You keep doing that. We'll do the Sinister 16 and the Evil 8.
Yeah.
And then next week we'll do the Final 4 and the winner. And what does the winner get? What does the winner get?
No, this isn't the Sinister 16.
Yes, it is. There's 32 people. To have a match, 32 divided by 2 is 16. So this would be the 16 matches. today.
You're right.
I know I'm right.
You're right.
Math was the only thing I was good at.
So if this was a tournament with me versus math,
You'd be losing.
I'd fail.
But the winner gets this really cool championship belt that Gemini helped us create, the Monster Mayhem title, which looks so cool.
We wanted to take a little bit. We wanted to take, like, I know our opinions. That's what basically this podcast is, our opinions.
Yeah.
So let us be surprised for once. We'll talk about the match. We'll see who's going to win the match. So, without further ado, I'm going to read.
Kenny Omega.
I mean, I've been called worse. That's fine.
Wow.
I'm just saying that's a compliment. You want to call me Kenny
the
Omega?
way you said I've been called worse just sounds like he's not good enough.
No, like literally, I told you an hour ago I got called something.
Oh yeah, that's right.
A McBitch face. Not sure what that means, but. So I'm going to read the list of the 32 characters now, and then we're going to get right into the first match. We have Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Predator, Xenomorph, Alien from Alien vs. Predator, Candyman, Pennywise, Art the Clown, Valak, that character was from The Nun, The Conjuring, Annabelle, the Leprechaun, Jigsaw, Dracula, Frankenstein, Captain Spaulding, the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers, Chucky, Samara from The Ring, Ghostface, The Fly, which I'm going to stop. That scared the shit out of me as a kid.
That's creepy.
One of the scariest things. Werewolf, Carrie, Leatherface, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Pazuzu, which was the main entity that possessed Regan McNeil in The Exorcist. We have Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth, Pumpkinhead, the Demigorgons from Stranger Things, The Thing, the Mummy,
not from Fantastic Four,
and the Death Angels from the movie A Quiet Place. So that is our 32.
I know who I have for it.
Overall?
Yeah.
Are we going to do our overall pick right now?
I thought that's what we were doing.
Yeah, and then we're going to pick the matches before we put them in.
What do you mean we're going to pick the matches?
Who do we think is going to win?
Yeah, I said I have my overall winner. That's what I just
No,
said.
I meant match by match.
Yeah, but I thought we were doing an overall one,
we
too.
are, too. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I have my overall who I think is going to win.
Okay. You know what? I have my overall one that I think is going to win, too. Who do you think?
I don't even care if they don't or not. I'm just picking it because it's you, Pennywise.
Ooh.
Just picking Pennywise just because it's you. I don't even care if he doesn't win. But in the couple of things we tried last week, like, he kept coming out on top.
You know what? I'm gonna go Dracula.
Yo, I wanted to go like Creature, but I was like, no, Creature's gonna get wiped out.
I think he's an underdog. So if any of these guys are made of garlic, I'd imagine Dracula's out. But I mean,
I will say I do like beforehand we typed them all in. I asked Gemini to randomize it, and it said excellent list. Here's your 32 entrant tournament bracket. Let the chaos begin. Horror icons tournament bracket. I like how it already was like.
Oh, it's in.
Yeah,
it's all in with us.
So the first match is the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers versus Jigsaw.
I feel like going into this when we wrote down Jigsaw, like we knew that the man behind it was like a human who, I mean, he was close to death himself, to be honest with you. But how do you not add anything Halloween horror related and not have Saw involved somehow? You know what I'm saying?
Right, and even, I mean, having is Billy, I think, is the human. He would have been toast the first match. He would have been toast walking down.
So we had to add it in, but I mean, I think we both know that.
Right. That's why I don't know, like, do I even put this one into Gemini?
Just put it in.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
Oh, wow. Look, it gives you the tail of the tape.
Yeah, so I'm just going to read the first paragraph. This is a fantastic matchup because it pits a purely physical monster against a master of psychological warfare and engineering. In the context of a wrestling match, this becomes a classic unstoppable force versus immovable object scenario. But the object is a series of deadly traps rather than a person. Tail of the tape, it does do it. It goes strength, speed, durability, intel. All right, let's read tail of the tapes. For the Creeper, the strength is superhuman, can rip humans apart with ease. Oh, it's Jigsaw John Kramer. So it's not Oh, Billy's the
Billy's the
name
new
of
puppet.
John Kramer's the name of the person.
Yeah.
So maybe they are putting them together then. Severely below average, old and terminally ill. The Creeper's speed, deceptively fast and can fly. Jigsaw, extremely low, often requires a wheelchair. Durability for the Creeper, immense, can survive dismemberment and regenerate. I don't know why I thought there was going to be a word after regenerate as I'm literally looking at it. Jigsaw's durability, human level fragility compounded by illness. Intelligent, the Creeper's cunning, ancient predator, and an expert hunter. Jigsaw's genius level strategist and mechanical engineer. I like mind games. Intimidation through sheer terror for the Creeper, and then Jigsaw's the absolute master, preys on psychological flaws. They do a booking of them. Dude, it says the setup, the bell rings. Dead.
Yeah, they're going through a whole
They're going
story,
through.
so
there's a lot. The winner.
the finish.
We just
read the finish.
So the finish. Eventually, the Creeper would smash through the last of the gimmicks and make its way to wherever Jigsaw is orchestrating the chaos. Likely a control room or a hidden compartment under the ring.
I mean, that fits the movies, right?
Yeah. The moment the Creeper gets its hands on John Kramer, the match is over. It'd be swift, brutal, and decisive. The winner, the Creeper. While Jigsaw is a genius, his methods are designed for a specific type of victim. The Creeper is not the victim. It's a physical mismatch of the highest order. A wrestling ring provides a limited space, and once Jigsaw's environmental advantages are destroyed, he has no defense against the raw, overwhelming power of the Creeper. Winner by total annihilation, the Creeper. Which we both saw coming.
Yeah, we both. That was a pretty much predictable one. So,
Candyman versus Dracula. Obviously,
Candyman versus Dracula.
Obviously, you have to go
Obviously, you know
Dracula.
I'm going with
You
that. I
have
gotta
to
go
go
with
Dracula.
Dracula. I mean, Candyman's not bad, but can you imagine if my choice gets knocked out in the first round? Ooh, boy.
This is a clash of titans, a battle between two charismatic, legendary, and terrifyingly powerful supernatural beings. This isn't just a wrestling match; it's a war of
Mythologies.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Let's head to the tail of the tape.
You know how I wasn't good at math? I was decent in English.
I wasn't. Candyman's strength, superhuman, can effortlessly lift and throw a person with one arm. You were not, because all the bloopers we do are usually you. You were not good at reading.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen any of those bloopers.
Don't worry, you will soon. Dracula's strength is superhuman, possesses the strength of 20 men. Candyman's durability, effectively immortal. I don't think that's that's effectively. He is a spirit legend given form. Physical damage is largely meaningless.
So you don't have to read everything. I'll read this side. And
Oh,
you read that side.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Dracula's durability, extremely durable, but has specific well-known vulnerabilities. Sunlight, stake to the heart, holy symbols.
Candyman's speed and agility can teleport, appearing and disappearing at will, instantaneous movement.
Dracula's superhuman speed can move faster than the eye can see, can scale walls.
Candyman's key powers: teleportation, phasing through objects, command of a bee swarm, immortally tied to his legend.
Yo, fuck bees, though. They're scary.
Did I pick a winner?
No. Dracula, hypnosis, mind control, transformation, bat, wolf, mist.
I didn't know wolf.
Command of nocturnal creatures, regeneration.
Whoa. Dracula can turn into a wolf?
Maybe.
I didn't know that. You know what? We should read Tale of the Tape and then pick who we think is going to win.
Either way.
Either way, I don't know.
Doesn't really make a difference.
Candyman's primary weapon, his iconic gruesome hook.
Dracula's, his fangs and hypnotic gaze.
All right, so then we go. There's the booking, the opening, the mid-match, the finish. Dracula's greatest weakness is his pride and his physical tether. He is still a body that can be destroyed. Candyman is an idea that cannot be killed as long as his story is told. After a grueling battle, Dracula's frustration would grow. He'd lunge in a desperate final bite. Oh, shit. In that moment, Candyman would use his teleportation one last time, appearing directly in front of the charging Count and driving his hook deep into Dracula's chest, directly through the heart. While not a traditional wooden stake, the catastrophic damage and supernatural power behind the blow would serve the same purpose. The winner, the Candyman.
Wow.
Damn, you're out first round.
gone.
Shit. Dracula is incredibly powerful, but he's a creature of the old world with established rules and weaknesses. Candyman is a modern myth, a spirit whose power comes from belief itself.
Oh, there's some people on this list that are going to beat Candyman's ass.
Making
so I'm not
him
gonna
a
lie about that.
fundamentally more durable and unpredictable
All right.
entity. He cannot be hypnotized. He cannot be bled, and his primary methods of attack, teleportation bees, directly counter Dracula's strengths. Winner by supernatural impalement, Candyman. Damn, that's when like you're playing like 2K and you're doing a Royal Rumble and like you're out, you're coming third and you're thrown out and you're like, damn.
Oh, yeah.
I hate that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hate that.
Whew, boy. God, man, I thought Dracula had some powers.
Shit.
But Candyman, that's a tough draw,
yeah.
right?
Match 2 is the Predator versus the Mummy. I mean, match 3.
Match 3.
Predator versus the Mummy. I'm going Predator.
I'm going to go Predator, too. But I mean,
So match 3, Predator versus the Mummy, Imhotep. Again, I'll read Predator. You want to read Mummy.
Okay.
Predator's strength, superhuman, can tear out spines and punch through concrete.
Damn. It's like me. The Mummy, superhuman, can create massive sandstorms with his will. Oh.
Durability extremely high, can survive multiple gunshot wounds and falls from great heights.
Mummies, the durability nearly absolute, invulnerable to all conventional weapons, and can regenerate from almost any wound.
Oh shit!
Oh man, the Mummy.
I think we lost.
He's slow, but
Arsenal.
He got some
Plasma caster, wrist blades, smart disc, cloaking device, net gun, various vision modes.
The Mummy, the 10 plagues of Egypt, commands sand, wind, and swarms of insects. Oh no, man, I ain't messing with the Mummy. Can drain life force. Telekinesis. Wow.
I think we lost this match.
Wow, the Mummy's got some power though.
Predator's intellect, highly intelligent, strategic master hunter.
The Mummy's is powerful. Why didn't you get a bigger push in WCW?
or ECW.
Intellect for the Mummy, cunning and ancient intelligence, but often blinded by arrogance and singular goals. Sounds a little like Dracula, to be honest with you. Both arrogant little.
Predator's weakness, a strict code of honor, can be overwhelmed by superior physical force, relies on its technology.
Weakness for the Mummy, specific ancient Egyptian spells and artifacts. His powers are tied to his cursed state.
The booking of the match. The match is a classic case of combat having absolutely no frame of reference for the other. Opening, mid-match. The finish. The Predator, recognizing inevitable defeat, would likely attempt to use its last resort, the self-destruct device on its wrist. It's a final honorable act to take its enemy with it and wipe the board clean. But as it inputs the commands, Imhotep would simply raise a hand. A swarm of scarabs would erupt from the ground, covering the Predator. They would devour its armor, its flesh, and, crucially, its self-destruct device before it could even activate. It would be gruesome, agonizing end for the galaxy's greatest hunter, the winner, the Mummy. Damn, we thought Predator was going to smoke the Mummy.
Yeah, just because Predator looks cooler. That's probably why we picked him.
Technology is no match for god-tier magic. The Predator is an apex hunter of physical beings. Its entire arsenal with methodology is built around tracking, fighting, killing things that have flesh, blood, and bones. Imhotep is a walking, sentient, natural disaster given form. Nothing the Predator has in its standard arsenal could permanently harm him, while everything Imhotep can do is a hard counter to the Predator strategies. Winner by overwhelming supernatural force, the Mummy.
I'm telling you, I'm seeing a trend here, and I think supernatural. So your pick might be a strong one.
I mean, I just had to pick Pennywise because, you know. Oh, match 4 is Pennywise versus the Fly. Seth Brundle.
Yeah.
His name is Seth?
Oh, shit. What's his name? Who plays the Fly?
Oh.
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Jeff Goldblum, by the way. So we got Penny. I'm going to go with Pennywise on this, to be honest with you. Because now I'm starting to see like a trend here.
This is a bizarre and fascinating matchup between a cosmic, fear-based entity and a tragic, science-based, bloody horror creature. So Pennywise's strength are variable, can manifest immense physical strength by changing its forms. Example, the giant spider.
The Fly, superhuman, can easily break bones, tear metal, and punch through walls.
Shit. Pennywise's durability, metaphysical, its physical avatar can be damaged or killed, but its true form, the Dead Lights, is an extra-dimensional entity.
The Fly, durability, inconsistent, enhanced durability, but his body is also actively decaying, can be killed by conventional means. A shotgun blast. Ooh, that's a
When I
weakness.
think of the Fly, I think of the villain from the Ninja Turtles, Baxter Stockman.
Yeah, but this thing, I don't know.
No, this thing
it
is-
scared
yeah.
the shit out of me.
Pennywise's arsenal: shape-shifting, reality warping, illusion casting, telepathy, regeneration, and feeds on fear.
Wow, dude.
This is your like horror horror nightmare. The Fly versus Pennywise.
You know what? Now that you say it, yeah. No, but the mummy summoning insects?
Yo, that was
Oh
yeah, that
my
was a little
God.
much. That was a little much.
I would need Raid on my side.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
What are we doing? Arsenal?
Yeah.
The Fly, corrosive vomit, wall climbing, superhuman agility, and senses. Okay, corrosive vomit. That just,
Yeah.
I mean, that.
Pennywise's intellect is ancient cosmic intelligence, a master of psychological manipulation.
Intellect for the Fly, genius level scientist pre-transformation. Post-transformation, his mind degrades into something more primal, instinctual, and confused.
Oh, the confused part's gonna fuck him. Weakness: the power of belief and courage can harm it. Requires its victims to be afraid to properly salt the meat. What? What?
I don't know what that means. The Fly, his decaying physical body, his degrading intelligence, and fundamentally, he's mortal, so he could die by a shotgun or anything like that. So,
The match is decided by one key factor: fear. I love how it says the bell rings in the opening. The finish: annoyed that it can't get a tasty meal of fear from its opponent, Pennywise would drop the pretense of the game. It would transform into something overwhelmingly powerful, perhaps its giant spider form or just a chaotic mass of tentacles and teeth, and simply overpower Brundlefly. The Fly's strength, while superhuman, is nothing compared to the raw cosmic power Pennywise can bring to bear. It would ensnare the Fly, crush its limbs, and end the match not with a scare, but with a sheer brute force. The winner, Pennywise.
I think we both saw that one coming.
The Fly is a tragic and dangerous creature, but it's still playing in the minor leagues compared to Pennywise. It's like a rabid dog trying to fight a Cthulhu-level deity. I was going to say Cthulhu for this, and I was like, I don't think that's like a horror thing, though. Without the ability to feel and protect fear, the Fly simply removes Pennywise's favorite weapon, forcing the entity to use its overwhelming physical and reality-warping power to get its job done. Winner by cosmic annihilation, Pennywise. Art the Clown versus the Death Angels from A Quiet Place.
Ooh.
Obviously, I'm going with the Quiet. Oh, Art doesn't talk, though, so that's actually a matchup. I'm still going with the Death Angels, I think.
You know what? I'm gonna go Art.
You're gonna go with Art?
Yeah, because he doesn't talk.
He doesn't
It's
talk.
perfect.
Yeah. Here we go. A truly unsettling matchup for match 5. This is a battle of pure, unadulterated chaos versus hyper-effective predatory instinct. This is a fascinating clash because one combatant is completely silent by nature and the others hunt exclusively by sound.
Wow,
this
that's
is a matchup.
such a
This is
yeah,
a
we didn't even
matchup.
expect
Yeah.
that to happen.
Art the Clown's strength: superhuman, can decapitate and dismember humans with ease.
Death Angels, immense, can tear through steel, smash through walls effortlessly.
Art the Clown's durability is supernatural, can be shot, stabbed, and seemingly killed, only to resurrect moments later completely unharmed.
That's scary for a clown to do that. Durability for the Death Angels, extreme. Their entire body is a suit of biological armor, impervious to bullets and most conventional attacks.
Do they die in those movies? I'm trying to remember. Art the Clown's speed, deceptive, often appears and disappears, moving with an unnatural quickness.
Death Angels, blindingly fast, among the fastest creatures in this tournament. Ooh.
Art the Clown's primary weapon, an endless bag of tricks, saws, scalpels, firearms, improvised weapons.
Ooh, see that right there.
Improvised weapons? Yeah.
Their entire
Rip off a
body,
Death Angel's
claws,
arm.
teeth, and immense charging power. But the Death Angels have that armor, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Art the Clown's key attribute, utterly silent. He never speaks, screams, or makes a sound.
Death Angels' hypersensitive hearing is their only sense. They are completely blind. That's
Art the
key,
Clown's
too.
weakness, can be temporarily killed or incapacitated, feels pain.
Death Angels, a specific high-frequency sound causes their armored head plates to open, exposing a vulnerable brain.
What if it's his horn?
That would be hilarious.
This is actually a matchup.
Ooh, I don't know, though.
The finish. The match becomes Art's personal playground. He'd start throwing things, turnbuckle pads, chairs, to different corners of the ring, watching with glee as the Angels chase the sounds like rabid dogs. He is the ultimate matador, and they are the blind bulls. He would then discover their weakness, likely by accident, while... Why? What?
While manipulating a ringside speaker.
There you go. Or scraping metal on metal to make a distracting noise. He would stumble upon a high frequency that causes them pain. He'd see their armored heads split open. For Art, this is the ultimate invention.
Invitation.
Yeah, that's what I said. The moment he sees that vulnerable, pulsating brain tissue, the match is over. He would recreate the sound, and while the angels are paralyzed in agony, he would walk up to each of them and finish the job with the level of sadistic surgical precision that his trademark. He'd walk up to each one. Like there's multiple in the match. We didn't even think about that.
Yeah, well, you know what?
The winner, Art the Clown. This is a nightmare matchup for the Death Angels. Their greatest strength is their complete non-factor against an enemy who is naturally silent. Art's supernatural ability to resurrect means he can survive their initial frantic attacks and learn their behavior. He's a thinking, tactical, and impossibly durable monster. While they are instinct-driven animals with a fatal exploitable flaw. Winner by sadistic exploitation, Art the Clown. That's a matchup, though. Like, somebody that doesn't talk.
It makes me think that if Art or if the Death Angels were against anybody else, they would have smoked the first round.
It'd have been over. That's like one of those Seed 32 against Seed 1 where Seed 32 comes out.
But the only weakness of is Art. He's like the biggest weakness.
Right.
Oh, that's so... See, that's why we chose to go with Gemini on this, because it ramped up the randomness, and man, that came through.
I didn't like
writing this list. I never thought of that.
Never would have thought of that. First of all, I'm not even thinking about.
I was wondering if the Death Angels would have been too OP, considering they're like a lot bigger than a lot of the things we have on there.
But, you know what I thought about putting too? The creature from Cloverfield, but that's more of like a monster thing.
Oh, that thing's huge. Then we'd have to put like Godzilla and stuff.
Match 6. Pale Man versus Annabelle. Who the hell's Pale Man?
From Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, yeah. Versus
He's
Annabelle?
the one guy that's really skinny and his eyes are on his hands and he's like...
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I think I'm going with him.
That. Yeah, I'm going to go with him too.
Over Annabelle?
Yeah.
Let's get to match 6. A contest between two utterly terrifying and non-traditional entities. This one is a real clash of supernatural styles. Pale Man versus Annabelle. This is a strange one. A fairy tale monster driven by specific rules versus a demonic entity using a child's toy as a focal point. Pale Man's physical body, a grotesque, surprisingly strong and fast humanoid creature.
Annabelle, a fragile porcelain doll. Not a good start.
Not a good start. Pale Man's true nature, an ancient child-eating monster bound to a specific domain and set of rules.
Annabelle, a powerful demonic entity using the doll as a conduit for its activities.
I like how you conduit. Pale Man's arsenal, surprising speed, powerful grip, sharp teeth, and claws.
Annabelle's telekinesis, illusion casting, possession, manifestation of other spirits, psychological warfare. Okay, now she's
now I'm starting
legit.
to lean the other way now.
Yeah.
Pale Man's intellect, primal and instinctual, driven entirely by hunger and the rules of his feast.
Annabelle, cunning, ancient, and manipulative, expert at finding and exploiting emotional weakness.
Pale Man's durability, physically imposing, but its full durability is unknown. Likely tough, but not invulnerable. Ooh.
Annabelle, the doll, is easily breakable. The demon controlling it is a non-corporeal entity and cannot be harmed by physical means.
I think we both lost this one. I think we're done. Pale Man's weakness, can only see with its hands. Is completely dormant unless the food on its table is disturbed.
Annabelle, the demon requires the doll as a conduit to focus its power. Its attacks are primarily psychological.
I think we lost.
I think we lost too. I think
lost.
we looked at a porcelain doll and we were like,
Yeah.
oh, that shit ain't gonna do nothing.
The finish. The demon would throw everything it has at the Pale Man. Illusions of frightening beasts, telekinetic barrages, deafening noises. The Pale Man would simply walk through it all, completely unaffected. His one simple rule has been broken, and he is now singularly focused on the target. Maybe we weren't wrong. He reaches the corner where the Annabelle doll has fallen. The demon might try to have the doll scramble away, but it's no use. The Pale Man picks up the doll. He's a child eater. The doll is a child's effigy. His programming is simple. He raises the doll to his gaping mouth, and with a sickening crunch of porcelain and splintering wood, he bites it in half. The physical conduit for the demon is utterly destroyed, with its anchor to the physical world shattered so violently, the demonic entity lets out an unholy, ethereal shriek that echoes through the arena before being forcefully banished. Its powers broken. The winner, Pale Man. So we were right.
Yeah.
Shit.
But see, it said that it can't see unless like with his hands. So all it has to do is anything that they're trying to do, psychological and stuff, just close his hands.
Annabelle's power is immense, but it's almost entirely based on psychological terror and manipulating the physical world through a conduit. The Pale Man is the perfect counter. He has no physiology to attack, and he is a physical monster whose simple, unbreakable rules make him an unstoppable force once triggered. The demon's greatest weapon, fear, is useless, and its physical vessel, the doll, is a fatal weakness against a creature that eats children. That's another one of like, you only eat children, you're a children's doll. You don't talk, you're going against something that can only hear. That was a match 7.
Man, these matches are...
I think for the final 4, maybe we'll read the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll go more in depth.
Because this one's going to be long.
Yeah, we'll go for the final 4 and then the main event.
We'll
go.
I would love to like animate the main event.
Oh man.
Oh my god. If Gemini did more than like a 7, because I think you're going to do like a 7-second video, I'd be like, can you just animate Xenomorph versus Pumpkinhead?
Ooh, okay.
I'm going Xenomorph.
I'm going Xenomorph too.
Here's a breakdown for match 7, a showdown between 2 horrors of most iconic and terrifying creatures. Xenomorph versus Pumpkinhead. This is a battle of perfect organism versus supernatural vengeance. Xenomorph's strength, superhuman, can easily tear through metal plating and overpower humans.
Pumpkinhead's strength, superhuman, can effortlessly toss humans and withstand incredible force. Its strength is immense.
Xenomorph's durability, highly durable, biomechanical exoskeleton, resistant to most small arms fires.
Pumpkinhead, supernatural, regenerates from damage. It cannot be stopped by conventional means until its revenge is complete.
Oh, maybe we lost. Although we said it the last time. Xenomorph's speed and agility, peak level, can scale any surface and move with blinding speed for ambush attacks.
Pumpkinhead is deceptively fast and agile for its large, gangly frame.
I like the word gangly.
I'm going to call someone gangly at work. Come here, you gangly bastard.
The Xenomorph's arsenal: its jaw, its inner mouth, razor-sharp tail spike claws, and pressurized molecular acid for blood.
Pumpkinhead, massive claws, a powerful prehensile tail, and relentless, unyielding drive.
Xenomorph's intellect, cunning, primal, and instinct-driven, a perfect hunter.
Pumpkinhead is predatory cunning, focused entirely on the single-minded pursuit of its target.
Xenomorph's weakness can be killed by sufficient physical trauma, fire, heavy explosives. It is a biological creature.
Pumpkinhead intrinsically tied to its summoner. Killing the summoner is the only definitive way to stop it.
Oh, that's a cheat. You gotta take the manager out?
That's a cheat.
Nah, you gotta take the manager out.
But then again, if I was in a fight with Roman Reigns and the only way I could win is if I killed Paul Heyman.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Yeah, I mean, I feel confident in that.
This would be a brutal, primal, and almost silent contest. Eventually, the Xenomorph would make a mistake. It would lunge in for a killing blow with its inner jaw. In that moment, Pumpkinhead would catch it. Its massive, powerful hands would wrap around the Xenomorph's torso, ignoring the thrashing tail and snapping jaws. The Xenomorph's acid blood would pour over Pumpkinhead's hands and arms, causing them to smoke and burn, but the demon's grip would not loosen. Fueled by pure supernatural purpose, Pumpkinhead would simply overpower the perfect organism. With a sickening crunch of chitin and bone, it would apply its overwhelmingly strength and literally tear the Xenomorph in half. The winner, Pumpkinhead.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh, you know what, man? I feel like
we picked the ones we know more of.
Yeah, and
it's not working.
Some of these are like, yo, the ones that we like the most are bitches.
The Xenomorph is a perfect predator of biological creatures. Pumpkinhead is not biological. It's a supernatural entity. While the acid blood is a massive advantage that would harm any opponent, it's not enough to stop a creature that is magically compelled to complete its mission and can regenerate from damage. The Xenomorph can be broken and killed. Pumpkinhead cannot, short of killing its summoner, who isn't a factor with this one-on-one match. Winner by supernatural aversion, Pumpkinhead. I think Pumpkinhead might win the whole thing. Then, man, you gotta take the manager out. And the Predator lost, right? The Predator lost to the Mummy.
Yeah,
Dude, I thought Predator and oh my god.
We went kind of old school with Pumpkinhead, real old school with the Mummy. Those two standing on business.
I'm picking the ones that like I know more of, and I'm just getting shot down. The Leprechaun versus Valak, the Nun.
Ooh, okay. I'm going
the Nun.
I'm going the Leprechaun, just to be weird. Just because I'm Irish.
Let's cap off the left side of the bracket with match 8. This is a battle of ancient evils from two very different mythologies. The Leprechaun versus Valak, the Nun. This is a bizarre contest between a greedy, chaotic, fey trickster and a powerful, mythological demon from hell. So why don't we switch it? You read the Leprechaun and I'll read Valak then.
Okay. So, the Leprechaun, nature, a powerful, malicious creature of Irish folklore.
Valak is a high-ranking demon, a Marquis of Hell.
Leprechaun's arsenal, reality, warping magic, illusions, telekinesis, teleportation, superhuman strength, very cunning.
Valak has demonic power, possession, manifestation, telekinesis, psychological warfare, and immense strength.
The Leprechaun's intellect, ancient and clever, a master of loopholes, rhymes, and sadistic tricks.
Valak is ancient and manipulative, a master of corrupting faith and exploiting human weakness. This is a matchup.
The Leprechaun's durability, supernatural, can be harmed by specific items, raw iron, four-leaf clover, but regenerates from most physical damage.
Valak is a non-corporeal entity. Its physical vessel can be damaged, but the demon itself can only be harmed by powerful holy artifacts or banished. The four-leaf clover is kind of a holy artifact.
No, it's not. Not even close. Primary goal, the Leprechaun protecting, retrieving its gold, causing mayhem for fun.
Oh, that's like the belt. Like, I want the belt. Valak's primary goal, spreading terror, corrupting souls, and finding a permanent human host.
Weakness of the Leprechaun, four-leaf clovers, raw iron, obsession with his gold.
Valak's weaknesses, potent holy relics symbols, the power of true faith, speaking its name to condemn it.
Oh, so that's an easy way.
Does the Leprechaun cheat?
He's a fiery little bugger.
The finish. This becomes a battle of attrition and raw power. The Leprechaun is a powerful magical being, but his power is often tied to rules and has limits. Valak is a Duke of Hell. It is a fundamentally more powerful entity on its supernatural food chain. While the Leprechaun's chaotic magic would make him an incredibly frustrating and unpredictable opponent, he is still, at the end of the day, a physical being that can be destroyed even if he can regenerate. After a long and chaotic battle, Valak's superior demonic power would begin to overwhelm the Leprechaun's trickery. It would pin him down not with a wrestling move, but with pure unholy force, and proceed to systematically destroy its physical form. The Leprechaun would be laughing and rhyming one moment, and the next he'd be silent as Valak rips him limb from limb with raw demonic strength, ensuring there's nothing left from which to regenerate. The winner, Valak. I like how it said, hey, I'm not pinning you with a wrestling move. This is one of the toughest fights of the first round, but it comes down to hierarchy. The Leprechaun is a top-tier fey creature, but Valak is a top-tier demon. While Valak's most effective tools, fear and faith-based attacks, are useless, its raw, overwhelming power is not. It would be an annoying, frustrating, and long fight for the demon, but its greater power would ultimately win by day. Winner by demonic supremacy, Valak. These are good. These are really good. Really good.
I'm really enjoying this. And we're like literally just as surprised at whoever is watching.
We don't know anything that's going on. Yeah. Match 9, Leatherface versus Jason Voorhees. I'm going Jason.
I'm going Jason.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a bunch of blood everywhere.
Of course, now we cross the right side of the bracket for the first match, a legendary showdown between two of the most iconic, physically imposing slashers in history. Leatherface versus Jason Voorhees. This is a true slobber knocker. A huge slobber knocker! A battle of silent, masked backwoods brutality. Leatherface's strength. Peak human, slightly superhuman, wields a heavy chainsaw with ease.
Jason Voorhees, Decidedly superhuman, can punch through people, crush skulls, and smash through walls.
Leatherface's durability, human. He is a large, strong man, but he can be hurt, feels pain, and can be killed by conventional means. He's done. He's cooked.
Yeah, Jason, supernatural and undead revenant, does not feel pain, can be shot, stabbed, and blown up, but just keeps coming back.
Leatherface's primary weapon, chainsaw.
Jason, a machete.
Leatherface,
Machete.
intellect. I don't know why I couldn't read that. Severely mentally handicapped, acts out of fear and concern for his family, prone to pain and confusion.
Oh, he's not a bad guy.
He's not a bad guy. What do they say to Wreck-It Ralph? I'm not a bad guy, I just do bad things or something? I'm not a bad guy, I was programmed that way.
Jason's cunning, predatory instinct, an expert stalker, an improvisational killer. Not a genius, but a patient and effective hunter.
Leatherface's mentality, a terrified tool.
Jason's mentality, a relentless, unstoppable force of vengeance.
Oh, Leatherface is cooked.
Yeah, he's done. He's absolutely toast.
The finish. The chainsaw is a cumbersome weapon. It's heavy and can run out of fuel. After a few exchanges, Jason would simply overpower his opponent. He would grab the chainsaw itself, his undead hands not registering the pain from the spinning blades, and wrench it from Leatherface's grip, tossing it aside. Now, Leatherface is disarmed, terrified, and facing an impeccable, unkillable monster. He might let out a squeal of fear and try to flee. Jason's pursuit would be slow and inevitable.
Deliberate and inevitable.
That's the word, deliberate. He would catch Leatherface, and with one final decisive swing of his machete, the match would be over. The winner, Jason Voorhees. We saw that coming. This is a fundamental match. Leatherface is a monster, but he is a mortal monster. He feels pain, can be scared, and he can be killed. Jason is a supernatural force. His greatest asset is that he is unstoppable, unkillable revenant. Leatherface's chainsaw is a terrifying weapon, but it's ultimately useless against an enemy that simply cannot be stopped by physical damage. Winner by supernatural supremacy, Jason Voorhees. Michael Myers versus Ghostface.
Michael Myers is going to take this.
Yeah, Michael Myers got this. It's time for match 10, a confrontation between two of the most iconic mass killers in slasher history, the original versus the postmodern. Match 10, Michael Myers versus Ghostface. This is a fascinating matchup between the silent, impeccable embodiment of evil and the meta, self-aware identity worn by multiple killers. Michael Myers, the Shape. I've never heard him called the Shape before. Strength, superhuman, can lift grown men with one arm, crush skulls, and break through walls.
Ghostface, peak human at best. Varies by the person under the mask, but they are generally just strong, motivated humans.
I like how a lot of these are like can break through walls. Michael Myers' durability, supernatural, routinely survives multiple gunshots, stabbings, and even explosions. Feels little to no pain.
Ghostface's durability, human, completely vulnerable to conventional damage. They feel pain and can be killed relatively easily. This, yeah.
Michael Myers' speed, deceptive, walks slowly but always seems to appear right when he needs to be, a master of stealth.
Ghostface, human, often clumsy and frantic, but can be quick and agile in short bursts.
Intellect, primal, predatory cunning, an empty, emotionless vessel focused solely on killing.
Intellect for Ghostface varies, but generally high. The killers are strategic, manipulative, and use their knowledge of horror tropes to their advantage.
Michael Myers' primary weapon, the chef's knife.
Ghostface is a buck knife.
I'm surprised it's not the hand, like the claw.
What? It's not Freddy Krueger?
Oh, what the hell am
This
I
is like
about?
a
Yeah, what the hell am I thinking
squash
of?
match.
This is like the last match.
This is a squash match.
Like it should have been Ghostface versus Leatherface.
No, get them out now. They don't deserve to be in round 2.
Fair. The finish. The rest of the match is a formality. Oh boy. The panicked, injured Ghostface would try to flee, scrambling over the ropes, tripping in their desperation, becoming the very cliche they love to mock. Michael wouldn't run. He would just walk deliberately and unstoppingly. He would catch up to Ghostface with ease. The fight would end swiftly and brutally, with Michael using his chef's knife, his signature chef's knives, or even just his bare hands. The winner, Michael Myers. Obviously.
Yep.
This is the ultimate case of the student meeting the master, and the student is hopelessly outclassed. Ghostface is a person or pair of people who imitates slashers. Michael Myers is the slasher. Ghostface's advantages, intelligence, planning, meta-knowledge, are completely nullified by the opponent, who is supernatural, unstoppable force of nature. It's a fight between a horror movie fan and the horror movie monster itself. Winner by being the literal definition of evil, Michael Myers. Match 11, the werewolf versus Frankenstein's monster. I want the werewolf.
The werewolf versus Frankenstein's monster.
Here's a match. Here we are with match 11, a battle of classic universal monsters. This is a legendary clash of primal fury versus undead power, the quintessential speed versus power matchup.
Wow, this is a classic. Tail of the tape.
Who do you get? Who are you picking?
I'm going werewolf.
Werewolf?
Yeah.
The werewolf's strength, superhuman, can easily overpower several humans and bend steel.
Frankenstein, immense. Frankenstein's monster, because Frankenstein was
Frankenstein
actually
is the
doctor.
Yeah, the doctor.
Yeah. So Frankenstein's monster, immense, one of the physically strongest beings in the tournament.
Oh.
Wow. Can smash through stone walls with ease.
The werewolf's speed and agility, extremely high, a blur of motion, capable of incredible leaps and running on all fours.
Frankenstein's monster, extremely slow, or extremely low, slow, plodding, and cumbersome. That's like me.
That's like me. The werewolf, I almost said the Wolverine. The werewolf durability is high, possesses a regenerative healing factor. Its main weakness is silver, which is not a factor here. Oh,
what about his bolts? Are they silver? That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
would.
They are. What if I could put in? What if the bolts were silver for this match?
Frankenstein's monster, durability near absolute. As a reanimated corpse, it feels no pain. It can be dismembered, but cannot be killed by conventional means.
Cool. The werewolf's arsenal, not the soccer team, razor sharp claws and a powerful bite capable of tearing through flesh and bone.
Frankenstein's monster's arsenal, overwhelming brute strength. Its hands are like sledgehammers.
Oh, shit. The werewolf's intellect, typically a mindless, raging beast driven purely by animal instinct.
Frankenstein monster's intellect varies by version, but often childlike and simple, prone to confusion and fits of rage.
Oh, boy. The finish. The moment the werewolf commits to the grapple, the match is over. Frankenstein's monster gets its hands on the beast. All the werewolf's speed and agility become useless. It's now trapped in the grip of a being with strength far superior to its own. The werewolf would thrash and claw, but it would be like a house cat fighting a hydraulic press. The monster, in a simple, brutal display of power, would exert its will. It would break the werewolf's limbs, crush its ribs, and ultimately grab the beast by its jaw, and with a final, terrifying show of strength, tear it apart. The winner, Frankenstein's monster. We both lost.
Yeah, we did.
Damn. The werewolf is a terrifying predator, but its entire method of killing is based on causing pain, blood loss, and shock to living creatures. Frankenstein's monster is immune to all of those things. The werewolf simply lacks a weapon that can effectively put the monster down for good. Conversely, the monster only needs to land one clean grab to end the fight. In a battle of an unstoppable force versus a movable object, the immovable object that can punch back with overwhelming power wins. Winner by brute force, Frankenstein's monster. Creature versus the Thing.
Creature from the Black Lagoon versus the Thing.
I'm going Creature from the Black Lagoon. Oh, wait. I'm going the Thing.
No, I'm going the Thing too.
It's time for match 12, a battle of primordial beasts. This is a unique and horrifying confrontation. The Creature from the Black Lagoon versus the Thing. This is an aquatic apex predator. Apex predator? Shit. Versus a cosmic biological nightmare.
It's Randy Orton.
Creature from the Black Lagoon's nature, prehistoric, amphibious humanoid.
The Thing's nature, amorphous cellular extraterrestrial life form.
Creature's fucked.
Yeah, I didn't think I was getting through that one.
Creature's strength is superhuman, strong enough to throw men and tear apart equipment. What?
The Thing's strength variable can replicate the strength of its host or create monstrous appendages with immense power.
Oh, Creature's durability, high. Its scaly hide is tough and resistant to knives and small caliber bullets.
The Thing's durability, near absolute. Every single cell is an individual organism. It can only be truly destroyed by fire.
Creature's arsenal, sharp claws, incredible swimming ability, and brute force.
Is that you?
That's the cat, I bet. That's the creature.
Okay.
It's the Thing. Shit. Durability.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
okay.
did we read? No. Arsenal.
Oh. The Thing's arsenal. Perfect biological assimilation and imitation. Shape-shifting, can form weapons from its own biomass.
Creature's intellect. Animalistic, cunning, territorial, and primarily instinct-driven.
The Thing's intellect. Highly intelligent, patient, and strategic. Its primary goal is survival and propagation.
Creature's weakness requires a moist or aquatic environment to maintain full strength. That's some people's weakness. Is the word moist is a lot of people's
You
weakness.
said moist. Oh, this is like a Pokemon match.
I
The
know.
Thing's weakness is extreme vulnerability to fire.
It's like yeah, but it's weak to fire, and that lives in like the water.
Yeah, so that would be weak to fire.
Explain to me how water is weak to fire. Explain that to the people right now.
I don't know. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
The finish. The physical battle might continue for a few moments. The creature is immensely powerful and would do significant damage to the thing's current biomass. But the thing doesn't need to win a fistfight, it just needs to infect its host. Suddenly, the creature would stop. A shudder would run through its body. It would begin to convulse as the alien cells replicate in an exponential rate, consuming it from its insides. Its iconic form would twist and contort, its scales splitting open as somehow new and horrible erupts from within. The battle ends not with a pinfall, but with a gruesome transformation. The creature from the Black Lagoon is gone. In it stands the Thing, having absorbed its unique amphibious DNA, now stronger and more adaptable than before. Winner the Thing. Shit, I think the thing might go all the way, yo.
I don't know, man. The Thing could adapt to whatever
Yeah,
it's going. But fire, though. Who on this list can mess with fire?
Pennywise.
Any
of them can create. Yeah, but
but
it's gonna go into its next thing and evolve.
Yeah,
so like
any of these psychological or telekinesis ones will know what its weakness is.
Yeah, but is it now weak to? So now it's got the creature from the Black Lagoon in it. So now is it weak to fire if it's part water?
I don't know.
This is a complete context mismatch. The creature is a powerful animal fighting a physical battle. The Thing is a cosmic horror fighting a biological war. The creature's claws and strength are utterly meaningless against an enemy that wins via cellular infection. Every attack the creature lands only brings it into closer contact with its destroyer. It is quite literally a cellular level checkmate. See, because I'm thinking the creature forms the Black Lagoon. The creature from the Black Lagoon's form is gone. In its place stands the Thing, having absorbed its unique amphibious DNA. It's now stronger and more adaptable than before.
If I light a frog on fire, it's gonna die. So I'm assuming that fire could still kill it.
I don't know, man.
Do you know Fireproof Frogs? That would be a sick band name. Fireproof Frogs.
Yeah, War Turtle. Yeah, Squirtle. No, Squirtle's a turtle.
Yeah. Sure.
Poliwhirl's a frog.
Yeah,
Polytoad's a frog.
War Turtle literally has turtle in it.
Know.
Oh my god. This is why we need AI, because we're dumb.
Because we're dumb. Match 13. Samara versus Chucky.
Ooh.
Here we are with match 13, a truly creepy contest between two iconic diminutive terrors. This is a battle between a vengeful psychotic ghost and a serial killer soul trapped into a toy.
I feel like at face value, this match doesn't seem exciting, but it could have, could steal the show, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know who. I think I'm going with Samara.
I'm going to go with Samara, too, because she's a demon. I feel like demons
always have some kind of advantage. Samara's nature is a vengeful spirit.
Chucky's nature, human soul of a serial killer inhabiting a doll.
Samara's strength, primarily telekinetic, can move objects and people with her mind.
Chucky's strength, deceptively high for a doll, can overpower an adult through surprise and ferocity.
Samara's durability, non-corruptural. Her physical form is already dead and can't be killed by conventional means. Oh.
Chucky's durability is very low. The doll is made of plastic and fabric. It can be shot, stabbed, burned, and dismembered.
Samara's arsenal, telekinesis, hydrokinesis, water control, thoughtography, burning images into surfaces' minds, the death stare. Thoughtography is something different over here.
We don't want to know about your thoughtography. We just know that the word thought makes sense. Chucky's arsenal, knives, improvised weapons, surprising speed, stealth, and a mastery of profane trash talk.
There we go.
That's it.
Samara's intellect, primal and vengeful, but with a cunning supernatural intelligence.
Chucky's cunning experience and sadistic human mind.
Samara's weakness can be contained or temporarily banished by dealing with her remains. The power is primarily psychic.
Chucky's weakness, his doll body is extremely fragile. I feel that. My doll body is extremely fragile.
The finish. Having toyed with him enough, Samara would end it. She would turn to face Chucky directly and begin to walk toward him, her movements jerky and unnatural. Chucky, for the first time, might feel a flicker of genuine dread. He'd be trapped, perhaps pinned to the mat by an invisible weight or held fast by water that has turned as thick as mud. Samara would stand over him and slowly, deliberately brush her wet hair away from her face, revealing the decayed, waterlogged, and utterly horrifying vision beneath. She would lock her gaze with the doll's eyes. The death stare isn't just about frightening someone. It's a psychic kill shot. It would bypass the plastic shell and attack the spiritual essence within, the soul of Charles Lee Ray. His soul, for all its evil, is still formidably human. It would be assaulted with a wave of pure, concentrated psychic misery and horror. The doll's plastic face would go rigid, its painted-on smile locked in a mask of terror. The lights would go out and then come back on. Samara would be gone, and a lifeless, empty, good guy doll would be all that remains. Winner, Samara. This is a mismatch of supernatural leagues. Chucky is a physical threat operating with a human soul. Samara is a psychic powerhouse who operates on a different plane of existence. Chucky's knife is useless, his strength is irrelevant, and his soul is a vulnerable target for Samara's primary method of killing. He can't stab a ghost, but a ghost can absolutely kill a soul. Winner by psychic annihilation, Samara. We didn't have...
That's a squash match.
I don't know why, thinking of Chucky, we didn't have... What's that new doll?
Oh, I know the one that you're talking about.
Megan.
Yeah.
We should have had Megan on here.
Maybe. She's too young. She's got to wait until she can get into the tournament.
Fair. Maybe we put her in next year when the winner's not in it.
Yeah.
Freddy Krueger versus the Demigorgons. Why does it say Gorgons? Is this a handicap?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, shit. Absolutely. Let's get to match 14. A very intriguing battle between a dream demon and an interdimensional predator. Freddy Krueger versus Demigorgons. This matchup's outcome depends entirely on the battlefield, the real world or the dream world. Let's assume Freddy's ultimate goal is to pull the fight into his domain. I think I'm going to Demigorgon. Because, yeah, Freddy's basically undefeated in the dream world. But
Freddy goes in and out of the dream world. The Demigorgons are interdimensional.
Yeah, but can the Demigorgon go to sleep to where Freddy can get it into a dream?
Ooh, I don't know. I might go Demigorgons.
That's why I think I'm going Demigorgons.
Okay.
Freddy Krueger's nature is a dream demon.
Demigorgons is an interdimensional predator.
There's a lot of big words here.
Yeah.
Freddy's strength, superhuman in both worlds, but godlike in dreams.
Demigorgon's strength, immense physical strength, can tear through steel.
Freddy Krueger's durability, vulnerable, mortal in the real world, invulnerable, godlike in the dream world.
Demigorgon's durability extremely high. Their hide is resistant to most small arms fire.
Freddy Krueger's... Wow, I almost read durability again. Arsenals, razor glove, reality warping in dreams, psychological warfare, and fear manipulation.
Demigorgon's arsenal, sharp claws, a mouthful of razor-sharp teeth, ability to travel between dimensions.
Freddy Krueger's intellect, sadistic, cunning, and manipulative.
Demigorgon's an animalistic, driven by predatory instinct and a hive mind connection. They are hunters, not thinkers.
Freddy's weakness can be pulled into the real world and fire.
Demigorgon's weakness, fire and high-frequency sounds. They are physical beings that can be killed by sufficient trauma. Fire. Fire's a weakness for a lot of these things.
The Demigorgon verse...
Too bad I didn't put a dragon on here.
The Demigorgon versus the thing from A Quiet Place. That would be a match. Because high-frequency sounds is both their weakness.
Yeah, but they're loud.
For this fight, let's pit Freddy against a pack of 3 Demigorgons that they have to hunt in groups. So it is a handicap match. I like how it did that. The finish. Oh, boy. Somehow Freddy got into a dream. Inside the dream, the Demigorgon is helpless. It's in Freddy's boiler room now. Its strength means nothing. Freddy, now a god, would toy with it. He'd turn its own petal-like face mouth against it, making it devour itself. He'd meld it into a puddle of goo. Whatever he chooses, the outcome is swift and absolute. When the Demigorgon dies in its dream, its physical body in the ring just drops dead. Now it's 2-on-1. The remaining Demigorgons see the packmate fall and might become confused or even more aggressive, but the tide has turned. Freddy, empowered by its kill, find it's easier to grab the next one's mind, pull it into its world, and dispatches it just as easily. Finally, he takes the last one, ending the match without having to win a single physical exchange. The winner, Freddy.
Damn.
The Demigorgons are a terrifying physical threat, but they are ultimately just animals. They are completely, fundamentally unequipped to fight a battle of the mind. Freddy would lose a real-world brawl, but Freddy never lets the fight stay in the real world if he can help it. He's a psychic predator, and the Demigorgons are walking, snarling targets for his unique and unbeatable dream. Winner by psychic execution, Freddy Krueger. Damn. Pazuzu versus Captain Spaulding.
Oh, this one's probably gonna be a bloodfest. Pazuzu.
What's Pazuzu?
Was the demon entity in the movie The Exorcist.
Oh, I'm going Pazuzu.
Yeah.
Here comes match 15. The penultimate match of the first round. This is a truly bizarre confrontation between a literal prince of hell and a depraved clown prince of crime. Pazuzu versus Captain Spaulding. This is a battle of ancient supernatural evil versus modern nihilistic human evil. Tale of the tape. Pazuzu's nature, a powerful ancient demon king from Mesopotamian myth.
Captain Spaulding, a psychopathic, sadistic, and murderous human. There you
go.
Yeah.
Pazuzu's strength, godlike, when possessing a host or manifesting.
Captain Spaulding, average for a man of his age and build.
Pazuzu's durability, non-corruptural, cannot be harmed by physical means. Oh, this is a squash match.
Captain durability, completely human, can be shot, stabbed, and killed.
Pazuzu's arsenal, possession, telekinesis, psychological warfare, corruption of faith and soul.
Captain Spaulding, revolver, shotgun, crude humor, and a complete lack of morality.
Crude humor. Could talk shit.
Oh, no. Did you ever see The Devil's Rejects?
I don't think so.
Oh, my God. He's
Pazuzu's intellect, ancient cosmic intelligence, a master manipulator.
Intellect, Captain Spaulding, low-brow, cunning, and manipulative. Carney, Barker, charm.
Pazuzu's weakness requires a host for full physical interaction. Can be banished by powerful
Exorcism.
Yes, exorcism rites. Jesus.
Captain Spaulding's weakness, he's just a man.
It should go. Why is this even a thing?
Why is this a match?
The finish. There is no fight. There is only an acceptance. Well, now, Spaulding would chuckle, tossing an empty gun aside. You're speaking my language. What's a fella got to do? Pazuzu would find no resistance, no battle of wills. It would be like opening an unlocked door. The demon would enter Captain Spaulding, and the possession would be instantaneous and absolute. Spaulding's body would convulse violently, his bones cracking and resetting. He would levitate off the mat, his head spinning 360, not as a victim, but as a triumphant display. He would land back on his feet, and as he would speak, in his voice and the demon's voice at once, a horrifying choir. Tutti fucking fruity. The winner, Pazuzu.
I'm so glad they put that in there, because that was like one of his favorite lines in the movie. Yeah,
that was his catchphrase. This is one of the most one-sided match. This is the most one-sided match in the entire tournament. A mortal man, no matter how evil, cannot fight a non-corruptural demon king. Captain Spaulding's greatest weakness.
Finn Balor.
Yeah, Captain Spaulding's greatest weakness was his own corrupt soul. He wouldn't fight possession. He would see it as the single greatest opportunity of his life. The match ends not with a defeat, but with a horrifying merger that makes the resulting entity infinitely more dangerous than either was alone. Winner by demonic merger, Pazuzu. See, that's another one. So now does that form go to the next round?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see.
And now for the final match of the first round. This is a truly epic confrontation between raw psychic power and mythological interdimensional sadism. Carrie versus Pinhead. I think Pinhead.
Yeah, me too.
This is the battle between a girl who is a psychic force of nature and a being who is a master of supernatural torment. Carrie White's nature, human with god-tier telekinetic abilities.
Pinhead's nature, extra-dimensional being, Cenobite.
Carrie's strength, NA. Her power is telekinetic, capable of moving tons.
Oh, so she's just a typical human. Pinhead's strength, superhuman.
Carrie's durability, completely human and physically fragile. How's that a durability? Yeah, that's physically fragile. I almost said psychically. No, it's physically.
Pinhead durability, supernatural, highly resistant to physical damage, and feels no pain in a conventional sense.
Carrie's arsenal, overwhelming telekinesis and pyrokinesis fueled by rage.
She doesn't have durability. She's just a human. That's basically.
Yeah,
what
but she's a
we're
typical woman fueled by rage.
saying.
If I don't see you next week.
I know why. Arsenal for Pinhead. Summons chains and hooks, creates illusions, teleports psychological torture.
Intellect, a traumatized, emotionally stunned teenager. I almost said stunted.
Pinhead intellect, ancient, intelligent, articulate, and philosophical.
Carrie's weakness, emotionally unstable, physically vulnerable. Her power is reactive.
Pinhead's weakness, bound by the rules of the Lament configuration, can be banished or overpowered.
Here it is. Match 16, the final match. The finish. The match is no longer a wrestling match. It's a psychic apocalypse. Pinhead would summon all the power at his command, dozens of chains filling the air, the very fabric of reality twisting around him. But he is as focused instrument of pain. Carrie is a chaotic natural disaster. Her telekinesis would seize the chains, twisting them into scrap metal. It would seize the lighting rigs, the barricades, the arena floor itself. Pinhead is a powerful entity, but its vessel is still a physical object in her world. Carrie would fix her enraged gaze upon him, and her power would grip him directly. Pinhead, for the first time, would be on the defense, his own supernatural nature struggling against a raw, elemental psychic force. He'd be lifted into the air, the pins in his head beginning to vibrate and twist. With a final, guttural scream of absolute fury, Carrie would unleash everything she has. Pinhead's form would be crushed, twisted, and then violently, telekinetically ripped apart until nothing remained. The winner, Carrie. Shit.
Wow.
We were wrong in a lot of these.
Wow.
Pinhead's entire methodologically is based on psychological manipulation and the promise of experience. He is completely unprepared for a foe whose response to being threatened is to unleash a psychic cataclysm. He pokes the bear, but only to find out the bear can level a city with its mind. While Pinhead is an ancient and powerful being, Carrie's raw, untamed telekinetic power is on scale that can be overwhelm and destroy his physical manifestation. Winner by psychic cataclysm, Carrie. Shit.
So that is it for the first round of the tournament.
That's it for this. Of course, the first round was brutal, and the winners have clawed their way to the Sweet 16. We do have the round 2 brackets.
So we're not going to get into them in this episode because
We could probably say them though.
We're going to say them.
Yeah. We're just not. No,
but
we're not going to make you sit here any longer.
We went through all of the first round, and then the next week's episode is going to have the
the Elite 8, the Final 4.
Yep.
The main event.
And your champion of the Monster Mayhem tournament. So, but before we close out for the day, just to let you know what's on the docket for
Next
if you were,
week.
If
you weren't writing down or anything,
you would get it. But I mean, so next week, for the next round, I should say, you're gonna have Creeper versus Candyman, Mummy versus Pennywise. That's gonna be a hell of a match. Art the Clown versus Pale Man, and Pumpkinhead versus Valak. That's gonna be another.
That's gonna be a good one too. Yeah, a lot of these we knew about, but we didn't know a lot of deep lore.
Here's one that people talk about all the time.
Yeah.
On the other side of the bracket, we have Jason versus Michael Myers.
That's gonna be a match.
Whew. That's everybody wants to see.
Because usually it's Freddy versus Jason.
Yeah, but everybody wants to see AJ versus Shawn Michaels. That's
Yeah.
We'll have Frankenstein versus the Thing. Ooh.
Is it? I want to know if it's the new Thing or not. That's the thing I want to know.
We're gonna have Samara versus Freddy Krueger. Ooh. And Pazuzu versus Carrie.
This is gonna be
that round is gonna have.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Pennywise is making it out of this match with the Mummy.
I don't know, man. These demonic beings.
They're a lot more powerful than we think.
Well, in my opinion, that was super fun.
We'll see you guys next week for round 2, the Elite 8, the Final 4, the main event, and the winner of the Monster Mayhem.
And if you think we left anybody particular out, comment that down on the bottom. If you feel like any of these outcomes you're gonna you don't agree with or something, let us know about that too. Crown our first ever inaugural.
Nope. Try it again.
Inaugural.
There you go.
Monster Mayhem.
Talk about those consequences.
And before we go, we wanted to say that this is going to be an annual event.
Yeah.
So the winner of this tournament next year will have the same tournament, but the winner of the tournament has to go against the former champion. So, for example, if Carrie wins,
we're taking Carrie out next year.
Carrie's out next year. She's on the sidelines with that belt.
We'll add Megan. Yeah, she's commentating.
Yeah, she's like, nah, screw all you punks, and then we'll see what happens again. Because, I mean, you never know.
Yeah, because we can keep going with. Then I feel like once it gets to a certain thing, we just have all the winners. Like once it gets to like 4, just a fatal 4 with all the winners.
Who's the ultimate monster?
Yeah. This is gonna be exciting.
I know.
That means we gotta be friends for that long? Shit.
No, we don't. We can just come in. You're not friends with all your coworkers.
Fair. You just come in, do your job, and leave.
Yeah, we'll like walk in all mad and be like, whatever.
And then we just start.
Hey, welcome back to the podcast. How you doing today? Everybody's great. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm grand. How are you? What if I acted like that?
That'd be funny.
That'd be weird.
That would be weird, but
I would hope you would put me into like a mental institution if I
would never do that. I wouldn't punish those people like that. I wouldn't give Amy the pleasure of having sex to herself.
The funny thing is, I don't either.
All right, we gotta go. Look
at that. I got jokes today.
Yeah, on yourself.
Yeah, you're right.
What was that? That was a bone dead joke. Yeah, I know.
So was that, because that didn't make any sense.
What was that? Oh, he said he eats harder than you'll ever be.
Oh, we got jokes today. And not just each other.
We do.
And not just our faces.
No.
We're going. It's time to go. Later, guys.
See ya.